Alright, chess fans, buckle up. Because today, we're diving into a game that might surprise you. A short, sharp encounter featuring none other than the legendary Mikhail Tal, the magician from Riga himself. You always expect fireworks, brilliant sacrifices, and mind-bending tactics when Tal is at the board. But what happens when the fire is doused before it even starts? We're looking at Timoshchenko versus Tal from 1990. White kicks things off with d4, Black responds with d5, and we quickly slide into a Caro-Kann structure, specifically a symmetrical setup after cxd5 cxd5. It's solid, it's principled, and both players are building a sturdy foundation. White develops with nf3 and nc3, Black mirrors with nf6 and nc6. No immediate fireworks, no crazy gambits here. It's almost a diplomatic start. White plays bf4, bringing a bishop out, eyeing Black's kingside. Black counters with a6, preparing for b5, and then bg4, pinning the knight on f3. This is a quiet, positional battle unfolding. Each side is carefully placing their pieces, establishing control, seemingly probing for weaknesses without committing to anything too drastic. The vibe is one of mutual respect, a feeling of, I dare you to try something, but I'm not giving an inch. It's a classical approach, a battle of wits rather than a tactical brawl right out of the gate. But here's where the narrative twists. You're playing Mikhail Tal, the man who thrived on chaos, who could conjure attacks from seemingly nowhere. Timoshchenko, a strong grandmaster in his own right, is clearly aiming for a stable, balanced position, perhaps hoping to outmaneuver Tal in a positional grind. He castles kingside, and Black responds by bringing their bishop to d6, offering a trade. Now, this is the critical juncture. Is the mistake here an actual blunder? Not in the traditional sense of a losing move. The critical mistake, for both players, in this context, is perhaps the assumption that a true advantage could be carved out in such a balanced, almost sterile position against an opponent of this caliber. White captures the bishop with bxd6. And suddenly, after only 10 moves, we have a completely symmetrical pawn structure, an even distribution of pieces, and a board that screams equality. It's a moment of profound realization. The mistake wasn't a tactical oversight, but a strategic miscalculation, an entry into a line where the potential for a decisive advantage simply evaporated. It's the critical point where the illusion of a prolonged battle shatters. Both players, masters of their craft, see the writing on the wall. They've entered a fortress where neither can gain an inch without taking undue risk. The critical mistake was perhaps playing too perfectly, too symmetrically, too cautiously, against a legend who often thrives when you don't. And that brings us to the finishing blow. It's not a checkmate. It's not a resignation after a stunning tactical sequence. The finishing blow here is the mutual agreement to a draw. After bxd6, the position is utterly devoid of tension. The pieces are symmetrically placed, the pawn structure is identical, and there are no open files, no weak squares, no immediate targets. It's a cold, hard, logical conclusion. The finishing blow is the pragmatic handshake, the silent acknowledgement that sometimes, even in the heat of battle, against the greatest minds, the board itself declares peace. It's a powerful statement of mutual respect, a recognition of perfect play from both sides in a line that offered no quarter. Tal, the attacking genius, understood that even he couldn't conjure an attack from this barren landscape. Timoshchenko, having navigated the opening with precision against a formidable foe, understood that pushing further would be futile, or worse, reckless. The game ends in a draw, a swift, decisive, finishing blow to any lingering hope of an imbalanced struggle. It's a testament to the power of a perfectly balanced opening and the wisdom of two grandmasters knowing when to call it a day. Sometimes, the most decisive move isn't a brilliant queen sacrifice, but the simple, elegant agreement of 1/2 to 1/2. What a fascinating glimpse into the strategic mind, even in the shortest of games. If you enjoyed this unique take on a classic encounter, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more epic chess analysis, and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite quick draw story? I'll see you next time.